are 3 things that I want to try and achieve today. I want to try and install Django-Wiki. Number 2, I want to learn how to use Django-Wiki. And number 3, I want to test Django-Wiki to see if it's any good. Quite frankly, I love to use wikis for knowledge bases, personal knowledge bases, and I want to see if this is any good. So let's take a look at the docs and get ready to make a start. So the first thing we want to do is install this, obviously. So let's take a look at the instructions to install. Need to get development. So we're actually working on Windows here. So, okay, this looks like this is what we need. Pip install wiki. I'm assuming this is what we are going to need to do. So let's go ahead and create a virtual environment. Virtual env, venv, as is good practice when starting any Django project. Off we go. We're just in the process of doing that right now, and we have our venv, and it's all there. Phenomenal. So /venv to get into the venv file, /scripts /activate should activate that for us if it's all happened correctly, and this tells me that this has been correctly activated. Wonderful. And then what was that instruction again? It was pip install wiki, not Django-Wiki, but just wiki. Fair enough. So let's go ahead and pip install wiki and see how that goes. Now, I don't exactly know how this is going to look. So we've got, I mean, does it just install the whole thing at the same time? Let's take a look, see what it's installing. It looks like I saw the word Django there. Yeah, okay, so we're actually installing Django along with this, so I'm not going to have to install Django as well. It looks like it might all be kind of self-contained, which is nice. I've never used this before. This is going to be interesting. All right, okay. So, and what do we do once we've installed it? Configure. The following application should be listed. Okay, so presumably that's going to be within applications. So I'm going to need to copy that into applications. Configuration, refer to the Django templates doc, see the current default setting for variable. It looks like some of this might be like copy and pastes. So it looks like that's installed now. So let's now start a Django project. So all of that's safely installed within our venv. So there's not going to be any clashes with anything else. So Django-admin as normal. And we're going to start project, and let's call it Django-Wiki. Is there going to be a namespace conflict there with anything? Do you know what? Let's live dangerously. And no, I can't do it. I just can't do it. Django-Wiki personal, we'll call it. Django-Wiki personal. Sorry, I couldn't do it, just in case there was some kind of a clash. Right, so now let's cd into Django-Wiki personal. And let's just see if it runs. Python manage.py run server should get this up and running for us. Yep, that looks completely and utterly normal, which is really, really nice. Let's have a new tab, and this looks like a perfectly ordinary Django project to me. Yep, so far so good. All right, okay. So now what we're going to do is go and copy and paste all of that stuff that's here into our project, and we'll see how it goes. Oh man, a whole load of copy pasta right here. So settings.py. Looks like this goes into installed apps, I'm assuming. And, oh, that's not indented correctly, so let's indent that correctly. There we go. All right, Control S to save. Okay. Unsupported operand types for plus and frozenset and list. Ooh, okay. Let's take a look and see what the dizzle is here. So, oh wow. Okay, so it looks like this is slightly above my pay grade. It's within run server. Yeah, this is slightly above my pay grade to figure out what's actually up with this. Wikiconf settings. So I'll tell you what we're going to do. We're going to consult the magical Google sphere. Let's just go back and see if there's any notes on here about that. That's not about that. I'll tell you what we're going to do. We're going to try adding in these templates. Then we'll see. I can't see a reason why this might make a difference, but sometimes, let's be honest, it just does make a difference. So let's copy and paste this into there and save and see if that changes anything. Nope, that doesn't change anything. So what we're going to do is we're going to copy and paste this into Google, and we're going to get Google to tell us what the matter is. So let's go Django-Wiki example, phenomenal. Django-Wiki, and we're actually going to be careful here to include the dash, because Django-Wiki, this isn't just a wiki we're building with Django, this is actually a thing. Why do I get error unsupported operands types? That looks like general Django. That's actually on Django-Wiki's GitHub though, so I fancy my chances of finding something sensible right there. Oh, look at this. There you go. Okay. While installing the newest version of Django-Wiki, this was on January the 25th this year. Okay. It appears that in this file, using pip install, I didn't even try that. In the meantime, you can install the latest version of Django-Wiki via GitHub with this. Okay. So we can install the latest version of Django-Wiki via GitHub with this. Huh. All right, so I'm going to copy that. And what I'm actually going to do is I'm going to go ahead and be the bigger man here. And I'm going to just cancel out of all of this and start this process again, just so we don't get any conflicts with what we're trying to do. So let's throw all that in the recycling bin. This is programming. This is how it works right here. So we're throwing all of that in the recycling bin. The virtual environment's taking a little while to go away, it looks like. And let's cd ... out of that. That shouldn't even be there anymore. And let's be lazy at this point and make another virtual environment. So exactly the same as before. We're going to activate our virtual environment. And then we are going to pip install this stuff direct from GitHub. So let's go ahead and do that and see what difference that makes. In the meantime, while that's installing, I'm going to head back to here, back to right there, and I'm going to grab these again so that we can, because actually the error started happening as soon as this occurred. So it was, which one of these was it? Which one of these was it? Which one of these was it? Oh, was it sites config? I can't even remember what the error was there. Settings.py in module. Do you know what? I'm not sure which of these modules it was, but do you know what? Let's just get ready to copy and paste this in when it's all good to go, and then we'll see if this has made a difference. Right, see what the rest of these comments here say. We've already fixed. Okay, so this has already been fixed apparently, but they just haven't released it in pip. Okay, fair enough. So it's fixed on GitHub, but not released on pip. Several months ago this was. Yeah. Okay, fantastic. And this is marked as an answer that someone liked, so there's a good chance that'll probably work. So let's go ahead then and once more start ourselves a new project. Can't see a problem with using exactly the same name as before, so let's do that. We're going to cd into there, and then we're going to run server again. Man, I'm so lazy, it's unreal. Okay, so let's, and in the meantime, we're going to go back into settings and let's paste this in real time and see if it makes a difference. So we're going to paste it in. We're going to go and do our little tab thing again because we like to be nice and neat. Okay. This error is to do with templates. So actually, that should go away once this gets into place. So let's take templates, copy, and let's paste this into there. Control S to save. And sure enough, that error has now gone away. All right, okay. Let's see what else we've got here. So it wants me to migrate everything. So I guess, should I do this in order? Or yeah, go on. Let's do this in order. Let's do this in order. So let's have Python manage.py and migrate. Can't see any issues with that. Do I need to make migrate? It just said migrate, didn't it? So let's just go and migrate. Yep. Oh, look, yep, that's fantastic. It looks like it's migrating wiki related stuff, which is awesome. So that's great. Site ID 1. So we're just going to carry on copying and pasting stuff here. Let's copy and paste all of this kind of stuff that wouldn't normally possibly be there down here. A wiki account handling true. So this is whether to or not handle accounts. And wiki account sign up allowed. All right, okay, so let's put those in there as well, and let's see what that does or doesn't do. Okay, fair enough. And doopy-doopy-doo. All right. You know what? Let's just not bother with that right now either, and see what happens. Okay, and we've also got to do something in URL pans. Hang on a second. Is that in config? No, configure. We'll deal with that in a second. Right. Let's put that into URLs though, because I know exactly where that needs to go. That needs to go just here. And I think the only difference was it gave us, yeah. So all it's doing is it's giving us two new places we can go. So if we just go to the root of our project, we should get just the wiki, and there's also notifications. So we'll go and visit those in just a second. First of all, let's run the server again. Python manage.py run server, or just up till you see what you're after. If you're super duper lazy like me. Oh, do you know what? This is taking far too long. Right, so Python manage. Oh my goodness, manage.py run server, and we're off. No errors, which is lovely jubbly. All right, so now let's go back here, refresh the page, and see what exactly occurs. And everything is as normal. Did I say? I didn't save. That's why. Always save. Good heavens above. Right, let's try again. Control R. Missing root. Oh, okay. Okay, so here we are. So congratulations, you have Django-Wiki installed. It seems to be working, but there are no articles yet. Phenomenal. Not to worry. You simply have to log in with a superuser account and create the first article in the root of the URL hierarchy. So to do that, we're going to have to Python manage.py create superuser. But before we do that, let's have a little play with this up here. Log in and sign up. So I'm going to go back to settings, and let's just try this. Account handling false, and wiki account sign up false. So before I even create the superuser, we're going to have a little play about. It's reset that. Oh, look at that. And something's disappeared. So that, I think, was that the sign up thing that disappeared? All right, that's nice. Okay. So wiki sign up allowed false. Wiki sign up allowed true. And refresh. And refresh. Oh, no sign up allowed still. Did I save it? Okay, account handling is false. Okay. So maybe it's the account handling thing that actually impacted whether or not I can sign up, which is weird because that's not. Oh, okay, yes, right. So that's interesting. So I guess that means that, okay, so here are my guesses to what's going on here. This is whether accounts exist, and if no accounts, so is this where the wiki handles the accounts, or is this whether you can actually sign up to the accounts? Do you know what? I should probably just read the docs. I don't know, but this is the thing which makes sign up appear or not. So let's just leave that note for myself right there, and I'm not sure what this does, but doubtless we'll come back to it at some point. Now, if I were to click login here, I'd be admin password, and it's not going to let me log in, which is absolutely fine. Don't have an account, sign up. Okay, so all right, let's go admin. And I don't really want to give my real email address right here because, of course, this is live. It's already been broadcast anyway, so maybe I can quickly edit it out after. Okay, that's fine. That being the case, I didn't think of that before I started making this video. Anyway, so let's now cancel out of that, and let's have Python manage.py. And what I'm actually going to do for just a moment is I'm going to turn off this bad boy so that what I'm typing on the screen isn't necessarily revealed. Python manage.py create superuser. Create superuser, and this is going to create a superuser which is going to enable me to sign in as admin, I am assuming. So leave blank to use AAA. We're not going to leave it blank. We're going to do this as devjolt. That's fine. Email address. Again, I'll have to edit this out later. Shouldn't be a problem. And password is going to be just password again. And it's going to complain because you can guess what the password is. Bypass validation, create superuser anyway. Phenomenal. So that's now happened. So now we're going to go and sign back in once more. Not sign in, run the server again. Run that server. And let's go and take a look at this. So confirm form resubmission and use the absolutely dire password that I've chosen. Log me in. And wouldn't you know it, I've now logged in and I can have fun. Look, see, I'm logged in. Absolutely superb. So let's go back to the front page and let's, oh, look at this, root article. Right, so this is a root article. And let's type in some contents. Now, what do we like to use for content here? How do we write our content? Is there like a user guide? I guess that's what we're here to find out. Okay, this is about account handling. Wiki Markdown. All right, so does that mean it uses Markdown language possibly? Do you know what? I'm just going to go ahead and I'm going to try a couple of things. I'm going to try using, let's just see what this even does. Okay, your title here. Your title here. Okay, this is useful. This is useful. Your title here. Your title here. All right, so this is giving me a little bit of a clue as to how things are done with this particular wiki software. All right, so let's have, this is going to be in bold. All right, nice. Okay, this is going to be italic. Okay, that's italic. And underline. Let's see if we'll do an underline just with, oopsie daisy, did not like that. Okay. Right, so I'm not sure how we underline. That's not a problem. Now, Django-Wiki actually has a nice syntax document which tells you how to do all of this stuff. So I'm kind of fishing around blindly here until I have a better idea, but I guess we'll see. So that's a list, all right. Item 1, item 2, and let's give it an item 3. So that's an unordered list. Item 3. So now let's try an ordered list. Let's see what the syntax is for that. 1, item 1, 2. There's no auto kind of fill there with the numbers, and 3, item 3. All right, nice. And let's create the root article. Okay, so there's my root article, and here is the impact all of those different things have had. Now, is it possible, feasible to edit? Let's see what we've got. All right, okay, so these, I don't believe these boxes were here just now, so that's interesting. Images, so you can upload images. Nice, okay. I'm not going to try that now. Macros. Oh, look at this. Table of contents. Okay. So we can have an article list of depth 2. So let's see how that looks. And we can also have a table of contents as well. So let's put both of those in and let's see what we get. So we're literally just kind of bull in a china shop, taking a look at exactly what's... Oh, was that me or was that a thing? Did not like that. It did not like something that I did there. Okay. Save changes. While you're editing, someone else changed your revision. Save changes. All right. So actually it didn't mind it. All right. Okay. So there's my little table of contents. Nice. Okay. So I'm using these titles and it's giving me a table of contents according to the titles I've used. And each title is underneath every other title. So to make that a little bit clearer, what we've actually got here is a kind of main title, main titler. Then we've got a subtitle, so subtitle, and then we've got what was this? Heading 3. So this is H3, and we'll leave those others. But what we will do is we'll move our table of contents to the top and just see how that impacts how everything looks. Up, 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 up. There we go. Lovely, lovely. We should at this point actually be able to switch this back on so that we can see what is going on and what's happening. So let's just type a little bit. Yeah, that's fine. Not a problem now. We'll leave that on again. So save changes. Nice, right. So it looks like this is all working as it should be working. So we've got our kind of content. So if I click subtitle, it goes down to subtitle. If I click down there, it goes down to there. That's really useful. Article index, nothing below this level. So how about we create some more articles? How do we create articles? This is the root article, clearly. New article below, this is the root article, all right. Browse, all right, so this is for browsing, this is for creating. So before I create an article, I'm just curious to see what all of this is. Right, okay, so these are revisions. Nice. So it's actually recording for us all of the revisions that have been made. So there's versioning here. That's great. That's nice. Attachments. Oh, we can upload files. That's wonderful. Do you know what? I'm going to create a file right now to up. Actually, let's see if we can upload our plans file. So plans, choose file. I'm genuinely curious as to how this is going to look. So let's go here. Let's go here. Let's go here, and let's try and upload our plan file and just plain see what happens, because who knows what is going to happen. Upload the file. Let's go. The following files are available for this article. Copy and paste. No attachment for this article. I have just tried to upload the article. You know, I have just done that. Search and upload file. Reuse other articles. Following files are available for this article. Copy the Markdown tag. They directly refer to a file. Okay, so I can't actually see where my file is. Let's have a little look. So I called it plans as a description. It says no file chosen. So let's click on that again. Open an upload file. Submitted file is, oh, I know why the submitted file is empty. The submitted file is indeed empty because I didn't save it. So let's save this file. Now this file will no longer be empty. So let's try that again. There you go. It was my own fault, my own silly fault. Right, so open, upload file. Good heavens above, it worked. All right, alrighty then, alrighty then. Nice. So we can download plan. This is a game changer. This is being able to upload files. So what happens when I click on this? It downloads it directly. Blimey O'Reilly, that is superb. What a lovely feature. Okay, so let me try settings. So what does settings do? So, okay, so this is maybe just because I'm admin, or can anyone do this? I can lock the article. I can choose who the owner is. This is really, really nice. There's a whole load of stuff that I can do here. Brilliant. I can even get notified when the article gets edited. That is absolutely superb. Fantastic. So why don't we go ahead now and create a new article? Let's create a new article. Okay, new article below, and let's call this article, these are all my bright ideas. So this is what we're going to call the article, and we've got our own little slug here. So each article gets its own slug, which is nice automatically. And I can change this if I want to. I'm not going to at this on this occasion. Okay, so let's have a list. Let's have learn Django-Wiki. Learn Django-Wiki. There we go. We're going to learn Django-Wiki, and then we're going to take over the known universe with it. Probably not, but do you know what? We can dream. And let's go ahead and create this. I'm not going to bother with a summary. Oh, go on. Let's have a summary. Ideas, lots of them. All right, there we go. So we're going to create this article now. And these are my bright ideas, as expected. And root article. And aha, look at that. These are my, and there's the article index. These are my bright ideas. Okay, so I can now see that that also belongs at the top of the page, of course. Oops, that was editing the wrong articles. Let's go back to the root article. Let's edit. And let's move the article list to the top of the page as well. So we've got our table of contents, and that should probably be right at the top above the... Oh, can it go next to the table of contents? You can let me do that?
Can you let me do that? Next to the table of contents, possibly. And it says it's got a depth of 2, so there's some kind of so yeah, you can have, that's nice. So you can have articles which inherit from other articles, which is cool too. Oh, dearie me, why invalid literal? So it didn't like something I just did, which is fine. There is plenty of stuff that I do which isn't ideal. Why didn't it like that? Why didn't it like that? Article depth list. Let's try putting a space in there. Still doesn't like it. Oh, blimey. That's a weird one, isn't it? So let's try putting this in its own fresh line. Both of these look like they're reasonable brackety type things. So let's save again. Oh, do you know what? It's not enjoying that, is it? It doesn't like that one little bit. All right, that's a real shame, and I'm not sure why that's occurring. Because that is a nice feature, and I really want to have it. Yeah, I want to have it right there on that page, ideally. So save once. Okay, so I've got no idea why it didn't save all those other times. Do you know what? For me personally, I would 100% use this. For me personally, this is something that I would use, but I don't know if there's going to be little issues like that. I wouldn't feel comfortable using it, say, at work and expecting other people to understand what's going on if there's stuff like that happening. Okay, so let's move on to what should we move on to now? I've got no idea. Why don't we make another article? Let's make another article. New article below the root article, and then we'll see how that looks. So here are my plans for Monday. Let's have a capital M for Monday, because why not? And let's have number 1, King's coronation, because this is Britain, and that's the sort of stuff we do sometimes. And eat coronation chicken, because that's also a thing that's British. I don't know if anywhere else in the world has coronation chicken, or if it's just us. And we will, I don't know, we will have a barbecue in the rain, because it's probably going to rain. Yep, that sounds good to me. Let's create that article. That's just fine. So let's go back to the root article now and have a look at the article index. These are all my bright ideas. So browse articles in this level. So here are the articles in this level, which begs the question then, when I go back to my root article, let's go back to the root. So these are my bright ideas, and where is the other one? Because I thought that was on the same level. All right, anyway, so these are my bright ideas. Yeah, okay, fair enough. And I noticed there that that this also changes up here, so I could navigate directly to this if I wanted to. That is a good question, actually. So how exactly do I navigate from one place to another? Let's test out. What do we want to test out now? There's the root article. I'm now starting to wonder whether I need like some kind of a sidebar. Is there a sidebar available? Let's just see what these pages say. All right, fair enough. That's a sensible thing to do. And home just takes me straight back home. So is there a site? Let's just see how good this search is. Let's just search for bright and see what happens there. So these are all my bright ideas, and let's search for coronation. And yeah, that's nice. Okay, so both of that works. Plan. It didn't actually take me to the to my document plan, which is a shame in a way. It would have been nice to see that presented here, but maybe that's something that I can manipulate and do stuff with later on. Okay, notice again. Blimey, you're gonna have to go back and edit that out. Notification settings. All right, so you can get notifications. I'm in fact not going to test this out right now, but that's really, really nice to know that that's there. I'm really interested in being able to put links into my articles. I really, really, really want to be able to put links in my articles. So, see, this to me doesn't look like, well, what's going to happen? You see, in some wiki softwares, that's how you write links. That right there. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to open up another page. I'm going to navigate to another article. I would love a sidebar. I really feel like I want a sidebar to be here. Can I add a sidebar? I might have to Google that in a second. Right, these are my plans for Monday. What I'm going to do is I'm going to see if this slug right here, if this will link to the slug for me. Monday. Let's get it right. Is that how I spelt it? No, that's not how I spelt it. That's fine. That's fine. I missed it. Right, so let's check this. So save changes. Oh, here are my plans for good heavens. Right, that link works. That's made me happy. Right, how about we have some external links? External links now. Why don't we go ahead and have a look for... So we're going to put an external link in for this channel, incredibly meta, and we're going to see if that works as well. If that works, then that might well be me happy for the day. So let's go back to the root article again. I'm going to be honest, I'm a little bit picky with wikis. No particular musical thing intended. There you go, that's my YouTube channel right there, one of. Oopsie daisy, that was meant to go back to the home there. That was awesome. All right, and save changes. And, so the external link didn't work. It did not, so that's for internal links. How do you do external links? It not only didn't work, it also placed it on its own line by itself. Let's try just one of them. Okay, and save changes. That didn't work either. Let's try just as it is as a hyperlink, which it might not even know it's a hyperlink, and that didn't work either. So how do you link to external places? Let's try, oopsie daisy, let's try this. Can we make this bigger? We can make it bigger down. We can't make it bigger across. That is a shame. All right, no worries though. Do it the old-fashioned way. href equals. See if this works, because who knows, it might do. And save changes. And it's disappeared. It's gone. It's completely and utterly vanished at this point. All right, no problem. So I'll look at settings again. So settings, it doesn't give me an option about how I use Markdown. Yeah, okay, so it's not intuitive. It's not intuitive because I can't do that. And I kind of feel like I should be able to do that if it was intuitive. So, oh, okay, it doesn't have any link text. So, a YouTube channel. A YouTube channel. Okay, let's take a look at that now. That is a very, very valid reason why. That has that worked now? Look at that, and that has now worked. Phenomenal. There's also another wonderful YouTube channel you should probably check out, although I haven't posted on there for absolute ever. There we go. Just a jolt. Absolutely phenomenal. Let's do that. And now let's go backwards a few times. There we go. Backwards, 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 backwards. Right. So that in fact worked. So you can post links like that, which makes me wonder if, now I know that all of this looks kind of proprietary, but I wonder if other sort of stuff would work. So let's just post that in there instead for now, just for vanity's sake. Then let's see if other Markdown language will work here too. So H1, heading 1 is big, because heading 1 is pretty large, to be fair. And then let's also try, let's try something else as well. Let's have an unordered list. Let's have a list item, item 1, because I'm so original. And let's have then just like one more list item, then we'll close our unordered list and we'll see how that works. So unordered list and save. And it looks like not only has that, okay, so that has worked. However, it's not been picked up by the main contents. So you can write your own headings, but it won't be picked up by the main contents, possibly unless you go ahead and use their kind of proprietary Markdown. Now, do all of these have to be kind of the same length? So what I'm going to do now is let me just try this. So I'm expecting that it looks like HTML here, but I'm just going to see how this works. All right, that still doesn't. That's interesting. So because it's formatted in HTML, it doesn't like the fact that I've got that too. So let's get rid of that. Let's get rid of that, and let's save changes. Right. So heading 1 is big, and it's happy with that. It's happy for me to have heading 1 is big there. Now it's incorporating it because I'm using their Markdown. Now, will 1 equals sign be enough? Does 1 equals? Let's test this out. And it does indeed look like 1 equals sign is enough. All right, so you don't have to have all the equal signs exactly the same length as them. 1 is enough. So we've got internal links, external links. We've got ways to express ourselves and have, oops, no changes to save. Fine. And we've got, what, preview, blimey, modal window time. Let's just view the thing now. So we've got article indexes, we've got contents. Can we close the contents? No, we can't close the contents. So what's this button for? Who knows? And we've got various different headings. We've got different types of lists, bold, italic. Are we able to write code? That's another kind of fairly important thing. We'll just test this one last thing, then we'll stop because this has been a pretty long video. Go. Let's just see what this does. Actually, let's try with just one. This is me testing, trusting, can't be bothered to correct that code. And we're also going to do it with 3 to see if we have our multi-line code a la Stack Overflow. So let's have with 3 as well. And let's try, I don't know, just def, do things. Oh, no tab. Didn't like tab. 1, 2, 3, 4. Was that 4? 1, 2, 3, 4. Got to do it right. Print and things. Okay. Let's see how that looks. And look at that. That's gorgeous. That is absolutely phenomenal. So we have single line, we have multi-line Unicode as well. And just for the sake of completeness here, let's just see what this does. Testing the code, and let's just close this up as well. And there's one more thing that I'm going to try. Let's try pre-formatting too. We're going to try pre-formatting, and that's again just me seeing if this works. So let's try pre-formatting as well. And what do we have here? Right, okay, so this does exactly what I would expect it to do. So we have our we have our single lines, we have pre-formatted. Okay, so overall, I'm fairly happy with this. As an individual user, I think this is absolutely superb. I can see myself using this. Would I take it into work and try and persuade other people to use it? Possibly. Docu-Wiki, to be fair, is simpler, but if I wanted to make like a professional wiki, I have much more control over this than I do Docu-Wiki. Whilst I can't see any of the templates here, I imagine that it wouldn't be too difficult to go into my virtual environment and find where these templates are. And in fact, I'm going to go and do that right this very moment. Let's go and have a look at where's Wiki. Right, so there's Wiki right there. Wiki. Okay, so there's Wiki conf settings. So this is the thing that was giving us a little bit of hassle earlier. Right, brilliant. Nice to know where that is. And inside templates, we have all of these. Lovely jubbly. Let's take a look at articles, because this is probably where I am now. Right, so why don't we move this to one side of the page and leave this right there as it is, and just see if we can pick apart what's going on. So extends base, so intentionally empty to allow easy customization with no copy paste. Right, that's fine. So test line of code, or just test line is fine, I guess. So test line. Let's see what happens. Let's see what happens when we reset this now. Where's my test line at? Now I could be misunderstanding the way that this works, and possibly what I may need to do is, it's a library, so is this gonna, let me just stop this and restart it, and then go and refresh. Okay, so I still can't see my test line there. Let me just try and get a line of code somewhere. So extends wiki base site. Oh, okay. Is this what we're looking for? I think this might be what we were looking for actually. Right, navbar container. Okay. So in fact, this isn't where we put stuff to customize things. This is where we put stuff to start to customize things. There's our body. There's our navbar. There's a button. Right. So we're going to wang something right about here. We're going to wang something here. Test line. Why the underscore? I have no idea. Let's just try refreshing this right this moment. No difference there. I am going to, this actually is going to be its whole own video exploring this, because I've been going for quite a while now and I should probably give myself a little bit of a break. Let's just try once more. There we go. And we're also going to try just wanging something in article to see what it does too. So let's put something into article as well. Let's get rid of test line from there. Oh, this is kind of cool to know where all this, well, not to know where all this is because we knew it was going to be here anyway. Kind of nice to see it here. Nice to see it. So let's. This is article container. Nice. So we can customize everything about the font and things. There's probably going to be a style sheet in here too. Template tags. I can't see a style sheet, but it all looks fairly bootstrap actually. So that's probably what's going on. Margin bottom. All right. Let's put this up here. So H1, nice and brazen. This is going to be the last thing we do this video. Test head line. All right, this is the last thing we do today. Okay. Okay. So what I think we may have to do here is override. Yeah, okay. So there's going to have to be some kind of overriding of these templates, possibly with some custom views, but I'm not sure yet. But do you know what? Maybe this will be another video in the future. I've had a lot of fun looking into this. I can see a lot of potential for it in terms of using it myself. So thanks very much for watching, and I guess that'll be that.